Good morning, students of class 10. We'll continue our English today. Welcome back to the classes now. We are talking about lesson 2, Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. So we were talking about Nelson Mandela saw not only he but his citizens were also not free. He realized that he was not free. Not only he but his citizens were also not free. They were chained. They were oppressed. Their freedoms were taken away. Now we'll continue about that. That is, when he joined the African National Congress, when he realized that his citizens were also not free, along with him, he joined African National Congress. He was a very young man at that time. And the hunger for freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of his people. Before he was thinking about himself only. The freedom to run around, the freedom to move at night, freedom to read whatever he liked. He thought about himself only. He had no idea about the people, as he was quite young. But later on, when he realized that his people were also not free, the hunger for freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of his people. He began to think that we must free the people from this bondage, from this oppressive white people. This desire for freedom of his people to live with dignity and self-respect transformed a frightened young man into a bold one. A very clear sentence is there. He was quite afraid of those white-skinned people. But the greater hunger for the freedom of his people transformed him, changed him from a young, frightened young man to a bold one. Now he became very bold. He was determined to set the people free from these white-skinned people. The people must live with self-respect and dignity. This hunger transformed a frightened young man into a bold one, turned a family-loving husband. He was married later on, a family-loving husband into a man without a home. Now he has to keep away from his home. If he stays at home, the white-skinned people will come and arrest him. So he had to run away all the time, move his places, move from one place to another place. So he was a man without a home. But he accepted that challenge because he had a great desire and hunger to free his people. He found that he could not enjoy the poor and limited freedom. He had a poor and limited freedom. He knew that he was allowed when he knew his people were not free. When he knew that his people were not free, he could not enjoy his limited freedom. He said, the chains on my people. He said, the chains on any one of his people were the chains on all of them. If any one of the South African people, if any one of them is chained or oppressed, all the people were oppressed. And the chain on his people means the chain on himself. So no one was free at the time there in South Africa. So he considered all the South African as one. If the people are under chains, if they were chained, that means Nelson Mandela is also his chain on him. So that means his desire for hunger became greater desire for hunger. So he wanted to set the country free. He was determined. He was not alone. There were hundreds and hundreds of patriots in South Africa who longed to see their country become free. So we'll continue in our next class. We'll finish in our next class. The last ending portion is there. The oppressor is under the influence of hate and he should be free. We'll talk about that in our next class. So this much for today. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe during these lockdowns and keep on studying. Tell your friends also to watch this and note down the points so that it will help you. So I don't have to tell you, you are senior students, you know very well what you have to do. So thank you for watching today and we'll meet in the next class. Thank you for watching.